Hello Stampers, welcome to Stamps in the Mail Club. I'm Meg with Loven Stamps and I have another fun card for you. This one uses the Painted Bloom stamp set and I am excited to give you some tips for it. Plus, one of the great things about Stamps in the Mail Club is that your pieces come all packaged together. So a lot of times you get to try out things that you might have had your eye on from the catalog, like these awesome butterflies thin lights, which we'll be able to get again soon. So if you want to have some access to some pieces and some things to try at home, Stamps in the Mail Club is a great thing. So let me give you some tips for this card.
Alright, so we have our project pieces for this one, which includes one of the gorgeous butterflies from the Butterflies die, and it's cut out of wax paper actually. It's a really nice light, kind of cool effect that you can use to add to your, oh, don't crush it, add to your projects. So this card's pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and fold there. I'm going to grab the polka dot stamp from Painted Petals, which is the stamp set included in this month's Stamps in the Mail Club. If you already have it, great. This will be some project ideas that you can make at home with your kit if you go ahead and get one. And you can pick something else to get instead of the stamp set since you've already got it. Otherwise, you'll have the stamp set to be able to make these projects exactly as they're shown. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead. One of the great things about Photopolymer is that you can see what you're doing to just kind of continue that row of dots on. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my snail adhesive here to mount the piece of Patterns Designer Series paper. This is from the retiring Crisp Cantaloupe Designer Series paper. And then we are going to add some ribbon here. Now your ribbon may vary. You may have a stripe on your ribbon and you may not have a stripe on your ribbon. Either one is very pretty. But I find that the easiest way to attach this is to just go ahead and put your snail adhesive right there on it. And the snail kind of folds around to the back. You can kind of fold that as you pick it up. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere the ribbon right here at the top, fold it around to the inside, and the ribbon is self-sticky, so you can just gather it there. Alright, clip off the end, and then we have our ribbon attached. You don't want to close your card because then people won't be able to open it. And then I have a piece of the baker's twine, which is super cute, and also retiring because it's the retiring Crisp Cantaloupe color, so right now you can still order it. And I'm just going to tie a bow with it. And if you missed that, I'll do it one more time. Make a loop, go around the loop, go through the hole at the bottom, and just tie that, pull that taut into a bow. And then this you can attach with a mini glue dot or a Stampin' Dimensional. Or not a Stampin' Dimensional, mini glue dot or a green lid glue. The butterfly is going to just go right here, but let me show you our stamping here on our tag. We have our stamp that says, "Friends become our chosen family," which I think is kind of a neat sentiment. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this first so that we have our image. And oops, I forgot to put my mat underneath there. Usually I use a Pokey Tool mat, a paper piercing mat, so that I get a nice image, but this seems to be working okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and use our image here, and if you haven't seen my other video tutorial about how to line these images up, I find the easiest thing to do is to mount them and then match them to the direction that they are here on the box, because as they're printed on the box they are lined up. So now I know that this and this will go together if I don't get them twisted. And let's stamp off once on a piece of scratch paper, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp here so that we get kind of a lighter rich raspberry color in the background. And then I have a pistachio pudding ink pad, and this one, you know what, I'm going to go ahead so I don't stamp all over my mat. I'm going to go ahead and stamp on here, and I'm going to go ahead and line up. I like when I'm lining this up to look for this one little, I don't know, I call it the tulip flower at the end, and the tulip flower goes at the end of this single tulip stem. So if I line that up and then rotate, see how I got like a point here and the rest of this rotates around it? I'm going to line that baby up, and then I'm going to rotate until this little trio here falls in between those flowers. And then we have our flowers to go with our stem. And quite honestly, when you have this in the background, it doesn't have to line up because no one can really see it that clearly anyway. So it's all my secret strategy. Shh, don't tell. Well, okay, tell if you want. And then actually, I'm going to go ahead and align my butterfly here with my greeting, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick my dimensional on like this. So the butterfly is trapped up against the cardstock punchy piece, so that when I press this down, then it has just a little bit of extra, like it's flying kind of thing. So there is our really simple card. If you have any questions about Stamps in the Mail Club, drop me a line and I'd be happy to get you a kit for this month. Thanks for stamping with me by mail.